So the people at ArrtX sent me this acrylic marker set. Let's open it up. Okay, there's a lot going on here. So we got some stickers, more stickers, and a thank you card. These are the colors. Now, I'm assuming they want us to put these on here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. These look like they go on the tips. I'm not sure why I would need to put those on, so we're not doing that. But we will do a quick swatchy. So let me figure out how we're going to do that. They look to be pastel colors, which is not really my thing, but we're going to play around with them. I thought we might play on the jelly plate with them a little bit today and see how we can make these work for us. Okay, so I'm just going to start putting, that's very fluorescent. You see that? I don't really have a rhyme or reason with this. I just kind of want to see what the colors look like. And these are acrylic paint markers, so they should work on the jelly plate really well. Oh, they're so bright. They're really bright. I don't know, these peachy colors are kind of nice. Maybe we could do like a sunset or something. Okay, so I'm gonna speed this up so we can get this all done, and then we'll get to work. Okay, there are all the colors swatched out. They're really easy to use. They look like they lay pretty well. Let's see what happens if let's do a little experiment here. Let's put this color down. Let's see what happens if we go over it with, ooh, that's fun. So you can go over them. That's nice. Probably should let them dry first, but I'm impatient. So that's kind of fun. Oh, we didn't look at the white. There is a white that I didn't swatch as well. Ooh, the white is good. Ooh, that's a good one. I definitely can use that. What happens if we mix them with a little water? Okay, so let's put some of this down here on this little ceramic plate. Let's take some water. So you can get some nice washes with it. That's kind of fun. What happens if we add a little bit of, like a little bit of matte medium to it? What happens then? Does that change it? I probably should change it a little bit. Let's put some more of that color down. I'm just playing. I don't know how. They feel like a little bit like gouache almost. And this is just drawing or copy paper that I'm working on here. Nothing crazy. That's kind of different. So what happens if we go over a stamp? They dry pretty fast, so I'm trying to work a little fast here so we can kind of see like what's going to happen. Ooh, that's fun. A fun mark that could be utilized. I think they would be really good over some gouache if we decide to go that route. Let's see how well they mix on the palette. We just put some marks down. One thing I do like about them is that there's no shaking. You don't have to shake these to activate them, which is really nice because I don't know why, but I hate shaking pens. I don't like it. Oh yeah, you can mix them together. What if we put some black in there? It's kind of a gray color. Like, look how fast they're drying. Like, they're just almost instantly dry. So I put down a black marker line here so we can kind of test a few of these lighter colors. You can see they're pretty opaque, even the pastel colors. Like when you get into the darker blues, it looks like some of these pastel colors are going to be, well, that one's pretty opaque. It seems like it's kind of hit or miss, I guess. Okay, so I'm just working on a sheet of regular printmaking paper or copy paper here. Just as a little experiment. This is going to be a completely experimental piece today. I don't know if these markers are going to transfer or not, so I don't really want to waste any good paper. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've been testing it, and it's not been great. So I've cleaned off my jelly plate several times to try and get, for some reason I'm not being able to get it to transfer, which is weird. So let's just start making some marks through here. We'll have a little bit of a play and see what we get. I really want this to work because I think it could be really cool if we can get it to the point where it works. I just pulled a print, so I know it's not the jelly plate. I don't know. The problem seems to be, I don't believe that these aren't playing nice with the acrylic medium, which could be a problem. Maybe this time, I think this time I'll try, although I like the idea of it being transparent, maybe we'll try some paint and that'll make a difference. Maybe it's the gel medium. I don't know. We're just going to put on some layers here and kind of see what we get. Let's put down some blue. Ooh, that's pretty. So I'm kind of trying to stay in this blue. Let's put some of that blue through here. In this blue orange color palette. So I like, and the browns, of course. I'm kind of liking like how it's kind of coming out. Like, I think there are good possibilities here if we can just get it to work. Let's bring down a little bit more through here. I don't want that to come down a lot through there. Okay. Let's add a little bit more of the white. We might want some of that. Hold on. Let's get really crazy and put this sort of orange. Oh, that's not the orange I thought it was. Okay. That wasn't it. I thought it was going to be more peachy. But we can add some more peachy to there. I actually don't hate that now that I put it down there. Let's add some more. It's got a very sort of desert feel to it, which I kind of like. It's kind of interesting being out of your comfort zone and making something which you don't normally make, right? These are not colors that I would use. So I guess the challenge today is how do we use these pastel-y colors when we don't normally use that color? Okay, I kind of like that. Well, so far. Let's dry this with the hairdryer on cool and see if we can get this to transfer. Okay, putting down matte medium. I'm gonna roll this out. And hopefully, fingers crossed, because I like what we did there. Hopefully it's going to print. Because it's kind of a cool looking little thing we got going on there. Okay. I do have a sheet of plastic here in the back. I'm going to dry this a little bit and we'll see if it needs to be dried first. So we're going to try that. Okay, so I'll let this dry for about 5 minutes. Ooh. Okay. I see you, jelly print. Ooh, this is kind of fun, guys. Ta-da! Wow, look at that. That's really fun. That's totally fun. I like that a lot. But I kind of want to do it on nicer paper. Okay, so let's do, because I don't want to make something and not be able to like share it. Because the problem is if I keep working on that copy paper, it's just going to curl up into a big old mess. And we're not going to have many options. So this is the Jack Richardson printmaking paper that we're going to print onto. Let's make some pretty bold marks, maybe bolder than we normally do. Kind of like using the side of that. Because we're going to print over top of this, so let's get some good marks in there. Okay. Yeah, I don't hate that. Okay. So here's our paper. Now, I really liked this sort of light blue that we put in. I'm not going to recreate it exactly, but we're going to come close, I think. So the key is you got to wait for it to dry. I think that's what I discovered. I haven't used a lot of paint. Oh, I've never used paint markers on my jelly plate, I don't believe. So you guys are learning with me, like what works, what doesn't work. Let's put some of this green in here, maybe. I don't know if I like that. We'll leave it, but I don't know if I love it. What I did like was that I loved this combination of this cream tone with this sort of burnt sienna tone. And then adding in some of that, whatever color that is. And this is why you can see, you can see why I didn't bother to put the numbers on the caps, because they're never going to get used. They're never going to get used. I'm just not that person. Okay. I like this darker brown. I thought that was nice. I'm doing this a little quickly, but that's okay. And I kind of like that blue. When we added the blue in there, I thought that was really fun. Let's add some more of that. kind of cream color through there. Now that we know what we're doing, it's kind of freeing. Like, it's actually quite fun to just to kind of scribble on the canvas without any worries, you know? Like, it's kind of fun. Let's see. Let's add some marks through here. Just some line marks, I think. And let's add a little bit more of that. I'm sort of loving this color combination together. We have another blue we can add. You know what? I really liked that. I really like that bright orange. Getting crazy. I like how I can go back in with the color shaper and kind of change the marks a little bit. I have a feeling these are going to run out really fast. I don't think they're very, very durable as far as how long the colors are going to last, but we'll see. Oh, I don't want that color. Where's that blue? Okay. So yeah, we're just trying to make this work for the way that I like to work, not the way that maybe they're supposed to be made. I don't know. Let's put some marks through here and see if these show up. So it's almost like a reverse painting in a way. Let's add some of this pink. Oh. I do recommend having a sheet of paper that you can wipe these off because they seem like they're getting mixed together. That's all right. I don't care. You know me, I'm not picky about that. Okay, let's let this dry. We'll dry it. I don't want that one little orange mark there. We will dry it and then we will put some gel medium on. See where we're at. Okay, the one thing that we have to think about too is when we're gel printing, the layers are reversed. So that's something you have to think about. Like whatever you put on last is going to be on top. But we're not going to, I think we're only going to do this one layer. But something to think about going forward if you want to try adding more layers on top of here. All right, so we're going to put this on and then we'll leave it for about 5 or 10 minutes and I'll come back, and then if it doesn't work, then we'll finish working on that one, the one we did before, but I think it's going to work. So let's make sure our things are level here somewhat. I did that really crooked. Oh well. Okay. Give it a good mark down. I think the next plan will be, we'll play with the markers on top of the paper to kind of see, maybe use some stamps and see what kind of other marks we can get with this process. Okay. Okay, we're gonna let that sit. Okay, let's see what we got. I've been sitting here for a while. Oh, it's really stuck. We'll go slow. Try not to bend the paper. Probably would have been better to take the jelly plate off instead of, I did bend my paper a little bit. Okay, look at that. That's really fun. Love it. Okay, now that we've got this all sorted, I'm gonna come back in with just some acrylic paint here. I want to lighten it up. It seems a little dark to me. But I kind of want to add some more marks. So let's see. What have we used before? Oh, I don't like that. Let's come in with this sort of gray tone. Let's see if we can. I think we got some interesting things in here, but we need to kind of bring out some of these shapes a little bit, I think. I think this gray marker is going to be my go-to for a minute. It's a little dull. I really like that orange. I don't think I was going to like that, but I kind of like it. And I kind of like this sort of rusty orange color here. Let's add some. Is that the blue I want? Yeah, I think so. I think we got some really interesting marks, though, through here. Got in the mail oil pastels. Maybe we should use some of these on there. Let's do that. Before we do that, let's put down some of these marks on this stencil. Let's just do it really quickly with the black. Ooh, look at that. Now that's fabulous. Ooh, I love that. I love that a lot. And we can add some little ghosties over here. Okay, that's brilliant. Let's do, before we add in, let's add in a little bit more. Okay, I think this might be my favorite way to use them so far. I think the jelly plate worked okay. I'm feeling like this might be my favorite, though. Y'all know I love a stamp. Oh, look at that. Okay, that's crazy good. That just changed everything, I think. I think that changed everything. Okay, so let's let this dry, and we'll start talking about the oil pastels I got. So quick little unboxing here. These are the Paul Rubens Haya colors, oil pastels. Don't know a whole lot about them. We will swatch those at some point. Not today. Maybe ever. Ooh, look at all the pretty colors. Okay, so let's pick some colors that might work with what we've got going on here. Let's see. I kind of want something lighter. So, ooh, but we need this ochre color. Let's give it a little, oh my goodness, look at that. Okay, this might get a little complicated, but let me pick some colors, then we'll come back. Okay, so first we have to do some ochre, sorry. So let's see. These are super creamy. Bring a little light back into this piece a little bit. That's already looking much nicer. Let's see, I'll put some of it up here as well. Oh, these are fun. I wasn't these weren't supposed to show up till tomorrow. So it's kind of a little bonus when they get the notification while I was waiting for that paint to dry. This is like a salmon color. Play up on that sort of desert vibe we got going on. I don't want to cover up all the acrylic paint. But I do think there needs to be some areas of, like, I really love what's going on down here. I'm going to play that up a little bit. And what if I came in with... Ooh, that worked really well. Okay, I think I want to do... I don't know if I want that green. I do have some white here. So let's put in a bit of white to kind of give it some pop in some spots. Like, I think that works really well. Let's bring in a little bit down here as well, but let's smooth this out a little bit. What about the screen? What do we think about that? I think that's too much. Maybe the blue. Let's put some of the... Let's put some of the blue through here. Let's see if we can just... Ooh, these are so pigmented and so fun. So I didn't get, obviously, the Sennelier brand because it was way out of my budget. But these were highly recommended. And everyone says they work just as well. I think we need some of that pink color up here. What do you think? Wow, that really changed that. I don't want to get too carried away. I do like these colors, though. Maybe it needs a little... like a little yellow, maybe? Oh, maybe not that one. It's way too yellow. No, I don't like any of those yellows. I don't think. What I do want to add is some more marks, like through here. So let's get a little bit more of that ochre color. They do have a weird, funky smell, though. I'm not sure what that is. It's not funky. It almost smells like incense. It's weird. Oh, here we go. You can scrape back in, and oh, that's really good. You can scrape back in and get that sort of that, where we have that green. You can see the paint underneath. Ooh, I like that. Let's add some of the, oh, not the blue. God, what am I doing? Literally just picked up the wrong color. Oh, well. I got all excited. When we have just hints of that color and have the color show through underneath. I do like that. Let's bring more of that ochre color through here. I know this video is getting really long. I'm trying to keep it relatively short, but we're having so much fun. I think we need a little bit more white. I'm not sure where. It feels like it should go here. Maybe. Let's scrape back in a little bit. Okay. Let me think about it for a minute. Okay, we're going to put some of this burnt sienna color. This is on deli paper. Look how easily that goes on. It's crazy. They're so smooth. It's insane. I decided to go with this instead of black today. But I kind of want some lines through here. because we have to try our lines. Otherwise, what are we even doing? Oh my God, that's so good. I know this was supposed to be about paint markers. We kind of went off on a little tangent here, but it's mixed media, so we do whatever we want. Let's just put like, oh my God, these pastels are going to be so fun. I love them with the markers, the paint markers though. Okay. I think I'm going to stop there. I feel like I've done a lot. We did a lot today, and it took me a lot to get here. So let's look at it with the mat. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the mat. We started off with a clean mat, actually. Look at that. I got some new mats. We started off with Gelli printing onto the Jack Artisan paper with the paint markers, which worked out really well, I think, once we let it dry and I figured that out. And then came back in with the oil pastels and paint markers over top. I think that I really like using the paint markers in that way rather than just putting them on the paper. I don't know, it just seems to work better for me, like as far as what I like to do. I'm gonna put a line in there because I feel like it. I think we got good depth. I love those pastels. Like, I love them. I love the art markers. I like the stamp. I think the stamp was really successful with the acrylic markers. I think that will be a way that I use them all the time because that was really easy to use, super easier than paint. And think of all the colors and highlights that you could have. Like, I could have done pink or blue or any other color through there. That stamping is fabulous. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this little experiment. I think it turned out well. It's very bright. I think that was me overcompensating for the pastel colors because I'm not a pastel girly. But we're going to figure out a way to use those markers. Like, we're not just going to let them sit. Let me know if you guys have any ideas in the comments. Thank you all for supporting the channel and purchasing some of the pieces from the 28 Days Project. I just got my new mats in the mail, so I'll be shipping those out hopefully tomorrow or Thursday. So look for an email from me. If you're having problems with the website, I apologize. It's set up to international shipping to the UK, Canada, and I think 53 other countries, so I'm not quite sure how else I can address that. I will keep looking into it because maybe it's something I'm doing on my end, but hopefully I'll get that fixed here today. I don't know what we're going to work on in the next video, but we might try another one of these and see how we get on with the pastels, maybe over gouache, maybe a little mixture of the gouache, acrylic pens, and the oil pastels. That might be kind of fun. Okay, until the next time. Happy creating. Thanks so much. Bye.